Hey there, it is Jessica Weaver, aka Not Your Father's Advisor or Money Queen. And today I'm talking about the ego. And I talk about the ego in my new book, Confessions of a Money Queen, a lot because, whole chapter on it. Because here's what the ego does to us. The ego is something that wants us to always be comparing ourselves to others. The ego is always in that fight or flight. So the ego is telling us to always be in action mode or to hide, retreat, and isolate ourselves. And I see myself doing this a lot when I'm tired. And I realized how much the burnout, the hustle, the nonstop hustle leads to burnout, which leads to me having to listen to my damn ego, which I'm not a big fan of my ego because my ego is always making me feel bad about myself, always making me compare myself to others and saying that I need to do more. I'm not good enough where I'm at now. I need to do more and more and more. And that does not serve me. It leads me to want to isolate. It leads me to even more hustle, even more burnout. And I noticed this over the past weekend. I'm like, why am I feeling so down in the dumps? And I realized I was exhausted. And that's when my ego loves to come to the forefront and chirp into my ear, tell me I need to do more. I'm not good enough where I'm at now. And I'm curious if this happens to you too. I definitely see it with my women. When they are most down is when they're tired and their ego comes out and is that nagging voice saying, you're not good enough. You're never gonna have the wealth you desire. Look at you compared to everybody else. Everyone else is so much farther ahead than you. And it's not true. But what also happens is the ego makes us make decisions out of fear and out of our insecurities. And whenever we make decisions out of fear and insecurities, when it comes to our money, it does not work out for us. It does not work out for us. We make a quick, rash decision from our emotions without taking into account the whole picture, or we don't make any decision and we retreat and we hide. And the debt that you're hiding from, the money problem that you're hiding from, right? The low income that you've been trying to improve upon, get to that next level, they're not going away. It's only going to get worse. So this is what my tips on overcoming the ego and silencing it, right? It's always going to be there, but having kind of these power moves, these money moves to counter it can really help you stay centered in a place of peace and relaxation. And I know it's worked for me, especially this year, stepping into my leadership role at the Women's Wealth Boutique, my leadership role with our Lift community, with our Money Council. And what I've learned is I need rest. Whenever that ego comes and chirps in my mind, I'm realizing I need rest. And I will take the time to, whether it's take a nap, to meditate, I just carve out time for me, take a bath at home, right? Crazy things that I never did before when I was stuck in the hustle and the burnout. But now I take time to rest. I write down what is making me feel this way. I reflect on it. I invite the ego in to talk to me. What is going on that these issues are coming to the forefront? These insecurities, these fears are coming to the forefront. If I don't address them, they're always going to pop up in my reality. Because reality is just a mirror of what's going on inside. So I invite them because I don't want to deal with them in reality. I'd rather deal with them on pen and paper. Let's get to it. Let's nail these out. So first I rest so I can go into it refreshed with a good, strong mindset. Then I let it talk. Go ahead, let it all out. And then what do? I write down the truth. What's my truth? My truth is I know timing is always working for my benefit. And this is your truth too, and I want you to write this down. Timing is always working for your benefit. My second truth is God is always working for my benefit. God is always working for your benefit. Okay? And I allow my soul, my spirit, my heart to then chime in and let that guide me instead of the ego. Okay? While the ego wants us to feel insecure, wants us to hide, our soul wants us to step into our greatness. Our soul wants us to invite others in to help us. Our soul wants us to shine and talk and be open about what we're going through. Okay? So rest, reflect, and then what is your truth? And your truth is time is always working for your benefit, God is always working for your benefit. So I hope this helps you too when you have that ego. Even when you start catching yourself comparing yourself to others, that's your ego. That's not you talking, that's your ego. And it's okay. We know it's always going to be there, but now we have ways that we can help move forward without it leading our life anymore. It's not the leading character in your life. You are, your soul is. Let's let the ego, it can talk, it can chime in from time to time, but we're not making decisions based on our ego anymore. All right, thank you for watching. God bless you.